Yeah, the problem for the therapist is that you're doing your work. So you're in there, but you don't have two customers for it.
Okay.
And because you have somebody who is willing to invest and take risks, and somebody who may not be, um, it creates an imbalance of vulnerability. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you're seeing an individual who is not so sure they want to try therapy, well, that's a whole different thing. You say, okay, I get your ambivalence. Tell me more of your ambivalence. Do you want to meet again? And you could just sort of gently work with them and kind of, like a lot of adolescent therapy is that way. They don't want to be there, and you sort of gradually, they move from, I don't want to be here to, oh, maybe it couldn't hurt to, I can't wait till I come back. Okay. So individual therapy, you can use all of your skills with that individual while they're ambivalent.
Mm-hmm.
With couples therapy, the problem is if somebody's ambivalent, very ambivalent about being there, and the other person they're trying to be fully there, you have an asymmetry, an imbalance of vulnerability. You have an imbalance of self-disclosure. So, for example, maybe the husband is who is having an emotional affair. There's a woman he's infatuated with. Maybe they haven't had sex, and the sexual relationship in the marriage hasn't been that good. And in his mind, he has told himself that he no longer is attracted to his wife. He's no longer interested in her romantically and sexually, but he's not told her that. He probably won't tell her that in this session. I mean, he doesn't know that this therapy is going to be helpful at all. Okay, he's got to get that out somehow so that I can work with him on that. But if he says that to her, with her there, this may be very hurtful to her, particularly because he's not going to be maybe that open about himself, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And she's not going to be able to come back with something equally powerful because he's just hanging on, and she's hanging on to him, and she's afraid to drive him further away. Okay, so you don't get enough juice in the room by keeping them there together. And it creates an imbalance. And it's really too risky for that person who wants to save it.